onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Quickly to the air is Wilson. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Got a man, it's McBride complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Wilson will throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Shaw. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 23. Lance looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lance going to throw. Finding Green complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Ain't no way, bro. Come on. 99 overall. I mean, 99 speed.
9 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 66. Throw it hard.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one too low. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again.
Come
And he'll be
on,
hit
bro.
as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd down, Wilson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Bro,
It's gonna be knocked
come
away
on. You're telling me he's not going to put his hands up for that?
I like the
That should have been
confidence of how he
picked up.
played
God
the
damn.
ball here. No panic in his eyes.
That should have been an interception, but come on.
The moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore from 6 yards away. And the Cards take a 3-touchdown lead. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is
Should have just slaughtered the ball.
But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
First down, here's Mitchell. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. It's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Lance. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in
That's
for a good
shitty.
one.
Crappy, my bad.
On on EA Sports.
Hey, does your daughter enjoy watching you play?
Now after the sack,
How many daughters you got?
Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
How many daughters you got? Oh, damn, I didn't know that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know this offense was
I'm hoping that my
to do
little
big
one...
things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Take it right on the 30.
That's actually pretty cool.
That time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Gotcha. I'm hoping my little one
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So,
I
get
it.
If we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off
Why you say that?
gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2.
What a bad throw. Extract the quarterback, and that's what he was doing.
Picked by Kevin Fuller. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40. He's certainly not been
That's such a bad throw. Feet set,
Look, it's paid off
no pressure, clean pocket.
Not so fortunate.
Where are you throwing this, bro?
What you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Oh, good cutback.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
Did you change like his
He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete.
Debo just bullied him.
Loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Come on. They wouldn't even let me go for that ball.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down.
They made him not OP, but they made him crazy.
This offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half,
bro,
it's probably too late.
Why
they
make
need
me
to
go
get
out?
going right here.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
You hosting?
Again, it's Lance.
A good toss.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Give me that pick.
End zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Bro, come on. You threw it to... Bro, come on.
From 13 yards out. And the 49ers are able to make some
Look at him. Right to him.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score.
Come
on.
on.
We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half.
I needed that interception by him. I got a dev game by him. That didn't help.
On that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through.
I have a development game with him. That would have helped if he would have picked that.
The 49ers ready to kick it away.
Yeah.
And here we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
This was supposed to be a rain game if you clicked on it, but I ain't clicked on it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position.
And you didn't get it?
After throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back.
I would have said something like, hey, I got a game. I'm trying to get this.
Back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Yeah.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. This is taken in by McBride.
That's a bad
He's
throw.
tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You
Nice
analog?
throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Wilson goes right back to McBride. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Wood. W-O-O-D.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And
I try to put that underneath.
Right at the 15-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it
Bro,
affect
how is he coming straight up the middle?
Getaway, sacked back at the 22. Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss.
My center engages with him and doesn't do anything. Look at him.
So many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown.
That's a bad ball. That's a terrible ball.
With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the
Terrible
Cardinals
ball.
are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Prater for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
You don't wait. Your game didn't come with 2.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line.
Good
He'll
dude.
get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The game? Your control? Your control?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he still is yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Lance.
That's crazy because I'm in cover 3 and this guy's not even going to his zone.
First down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Come on.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw.
Why are we batting? I have play ball on.
16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron.
Oh, I thought I could get around.
Going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And we're going to get a timeout.
What is this?
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I can make this. $62.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Damn, I got it perfect.
That's on target, but it's no good.
Come on.
Line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar.
I was against it a little bit, but I thought it would push it in the corner.
As we have reached the intermission, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back, Charles and I
need to get the second dev, man.
Number 3.
I already got my first. I got my first guy. His development. It was more.
Scoreboard as we get back underway.
I need to get 2 touchdowns. Yeah.
Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Yep.
Ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped.
Yeah, I needed to get him. Oh no, I gotta get one more of him. But I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about my
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
My linebacker.
They certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
My bad, my wife called.
His first catch so far.
You said you should have been traded what?
But he's got a first down there.
Well, a lot of times when you get
You said my wife called, so I didn't get to hear what you said.
You have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Oh,
Catch left side. And they'll get
I
it
hate
down
how they
on
don't
the
like
other
let me
side of
lunge.
midfield.
Just
Maybe
pick
this
artists too.
offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work.
Oh, acrobat, I'm
Their
sorry.
coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long.
Oh,
Nice
why the
game,
enemy?
good
Come
game,
on.
and a first down.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield. At the
Yeah, that's why I like
43.
settings off because
That's a staple of this
you get more
offense. Drag
control
route to the tight end.
than you do when they're
Use
on.
his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough
Attributes?
for the first down.
Really?
Now Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game.
Dive.
Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Here's Lance. Steps away to his left.
Oh, I thought you were throwing cross body.
Smart decision here this close to the end zone.
I was waiting.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though. On second and goal, Lance. And this is going to be intercepted.
They almost didn't.
Isaiah Simmons.
They almost didn't let me get that.
And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
No, you do, but if I think, I mean, again, I don't know what you're doing. If I don't roll out or get deeper, you might be having it on contain. So if I don't drop back, then you don't get pressure.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is,
yeah, I
will
don't
they
know.
be able to resist the urge
I know a lot
to
of
continue
people.
to run things up a bit and get as many
I know a lot of
guys
people would be
in
messing with it, and they'll
bonus
put like
stats before he
contain.
calls them off the
So
field.
the further you drop back, the more clear the guys come around.
Gonna run again here with Pollard.
Come on.
And he'll get this
He just
into
pushed me-
enemy
oh.
territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Moore, the man in motion. Trying to run for it with Pollard.
Oh, come back and block him.
Great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
That's a bad
And
throw.
too far in front, he couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And those
Yeah,
two
you would've
just
had
have
it.
been in sync thus
Yeah.
far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. To throw is Wilson.
Oh, come on. Come on.
That'll bring up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Looking right
Oh, my
sideline,
God.
but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
What?
There's Wilson to throw.
Come on. Come on. No pressure, no nothing. Go grab one tomorrow, no? Oh, actually, no. It's going to be back.
They slapped the double coverage on him. Made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Yeah.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Swinging this out for
One play.
Pollard.
Oh, guess where you got it from?
Down to the 2-yard line. That
Guess where you
catch
got
good
it
for
from?
8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Bruh. I've been running that for the past 4 years.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we play.
He be denying it, but he definitely got that from me.
Come on, set. Leo.
Throwing is Wilson.
Come on.
It's out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading
go
them
for
from
it.
pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly
And that is caught. Touchdown,
That was a good ball.
Cardinals. Rondale Moore, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point good by Prater. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. He's going to air it out deep for Green.
No, he didn't. Bruh, what is that?
A big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing his lance on third down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And with this advantage, this defense knew that. And they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Pollard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Wilson. This will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And my goodness, another interception.
They almost didn't let me get
Picked up
that.
by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going to try the right side. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now a give here to Pollard. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think.
And now here is another interception. And the Cards are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
I didn't know And then I want you to be like, not that you, but someone watching be like, hey,
yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the
I didn't want
first
someone
down,
watching be like,
that's
oh,
extra
Nate's
time,
chewing the
extra
clock.
plays, really hurts the team on defense.
Now Pollard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone
Gotcha.
here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.